Welcome back to Hiota Virtual Learning, your trusted spot for smashing WAEC, NECO, and JAMB. Today, we are exploring one of the most visual and exciting topics in geometry, which is transformations. So, we're going to be focusing on reflection and rotation in the Cartesian plane. So, I want you to grab your pen and your graph sheet, and let's dive into some exam style questions with full walkthroughs. I have this first question here. Transformation in Cartesian plane, that's the topic. So the question says reflect triangle ABC across the y-axis. So we are given this graph here, and we are also given the triangle. We have the triangle here. We are given this triangle. We have triangle. Okay. So now we want to reflect the triangle ABC across the y-axis. So first of all, we have some things that you need to know if you are reflecting triangle or figure across the y-axis. So I would like to show you something down here. I want you to know this, and this is what we are going to be using. It's like a rule. The reflection across y-axis, and that is what they actually ask us to do. So the reflection across y-axis, you make all x values opposite and you keep the y values the same. So now how are we going to do that? So let's see how we can do that. First of all, we need what? We need this A. What is A? We need what is B, and we need what? We need C. What is A? Here you need to what? You need to get the coordinate of A. From here, if you trace it down, you can see that we have -6. So therefore we're going to have -6 from the x value. Then you trace it to what? Towards down the y-axis. So you're going to be having that to be 2. Then go to B. We trace it down to where? We trace it down to x-axis. We have -2. Okay. Then also you trace from this point B, you trace it to y-axis, you're going to be having 2. Understood? Then also let's go to C. We have C here. We have C. So you trace the C downward, you see that we're going to have -2 here. Then you trace it to y-axis, you're going to see we have what? We have 8. Understood? So these are the locations of A, B, and C on the Cartesian plane. So now we want to reflect it. If you are reflecting this across in the what? According to what they ask us to do, or what the rule says, that when you have reflection of A, the reflection of A is now going to be, according to the rule states, let me go and check it again. Make all x values opposite. So now we have x values here. These are the x values. We have x values here. These are x values here. So you make them opposite. So therefore the opposite of 6 minus 6, that going to be 6. Are you getting it now? Then you keep what? To keep this the same. Then for B, we're going to have you change it to opposite. We have 2. Then 2 remain the same. Are you getting it? Then we have what? Then lastly we have C. The reflection of C is going to be opposite. Then keep what? Keep this the same. So we have the reflection here. All right. So now let's see what will now be the reflection, okay, when you put it in the Cartesian plane. So let's see how we can locate these reflections. So now here for A, we have 6 from x and from 2. So 6 from x, if we have 6 from here, so we have 6 here. We have 6 here. We have 6 here. 6, then common 2. When s is 6, we're going to have common 2. So that this place here. So that is what, that is A. Then also we have 2 common 2. You have 2 here and we have 2 here. This is 2 common 2. From x is 2 and from y is 2. We have what? We have B. Okay. Then also we have 2 common 8. So from 2, then we have what? We have 8 around this place here. We have 8 here. Sorry, I have 8 around this place here. Okay, so let me erase this y-axis that I put here. Okay, then I have what? I have the 8 around this place. So which is our what? Which is our C. So we have the C here. This is C. You have the C here. So therefore what you need to do now is to draw it like this. Okay, draw to this place like this, then draw it like this. So now you can see now. So this is the reflection. This is the reflection across what? Across. So now this image you have on the left hand side here, okay, when you reflect it across the y-axis, so this is what it's going to give us. Understood? So thank you. We have this. So now let's say a reflection across x-axis now. Do you understand now? It's like the opposite. Make all y values opposite. You make all y values opposite when you have this, and you keep the x values the same. So that is what it's like, vice versa. All right. So thank you. This is question number 2. Translate triangle ABC 9 units to the right and 4 units down. So now what are we going to do? We are given this triangle here and we want to translate it 9 units to the right and 4 units down. Okay, so what we need to do is to get the coordinates of A. So what is the coordinate of A? We want to know the coordinate of A. So we want to know the coordinate of B. Okay, we want to know the coordinate of C. So then after that we are now going to look at the image. All right, so we look at the image of what? I mean the reflection. I get now the reflection. So how are we going to do? Okay, so now from here what we need to do here is that trace this A like this, trace it like this to x-axis. You can have, we have what? We have -8. Then you trace it to y-axis. You can see that we have -8, 2. Then let's look at B. If you trace B down here, you see that we're going to have -8 again. Then if you trace B to what? To y-axis, you see that we're going to have 8, which is y will be 8 there. Then also C, you trace C down like this, you see that we have what? We have -4. Just place your ruler. Okay, place your ruler there, so you are going to get it. So if you trace it down, you're going to have -4 coming from x. And when you trace it to your right, you see that we're going to have 2. So therefore these are the coordinates of A, B, C that we are given. Now when they ask us to move this triangle 9 units to the right, so what you need to do is that because you are moving to right, so that is positive movement in the x direction. So therefore this is what you are going to do. So our A, this is the translation, that is the image of it when we do the translation. So A is going to be, you are going to add 8 to what? We add 9 to 8. That is, if you are moving towards right, you are going to be adding to the x what? To the x values. Then you subtract what? You subtract 4 from y. Are you getting it? So we're going to have what? We're going to have, so for y is 2, then minus 4 from it because we are moving downward. So you are going to have a into minus 8 plus 9. That will give us 1 comma what comma minus 2. So that is for what? That is for a. Then also we look for, let's look for b. Okay, b is going to be minus what? Minus, where is b here? B, we have minus 8. Then you add 9 to it, minus 8 plus 9. Then to the b we have 8 again, so we're going to have 8 minus what? Minus 4. So lastly we're going to have what? We're going to have minus 8 plus 9, and minus 8 plus 9 is going to be 1 comma 8 minus 4. That will be 4. So we have what? We have b to be 1 comma what? 1 comma 4. That is the image of, so when we translate it, so it's going to be 1 comma 4. Then lastly for c, so we're going to have, what is c? We have c here to be minus 4 comma 2. So we're going to be having minus 4. You are going to add 9 to the x, and what? And you subtract 4 from here, from the y. You're going to have 2 minus 4. So from there you can see that we have c to be minus 4 plus, this is going to be 5 comma 2 minus 4, that will be minus 2. So therefore we have a to be what? A to be 1 comma minus 2, and we have b image to be, image of b to be 1 comma 4. Then the image of c to be 5 comma minus 2. So this is what we are asked to do now. But you can also pick this, we can also get this using by moving this. All right, so let's see how we're going to do if you want to move. So permit me to erase this one so that the movement will be fine. Okay, so now this is what I'm going to do. Let's say I want to move this. I want to move this. Now if I move this now, you'll see that this don't we are moving this like 9 units to the right. So you start here, then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is where you are going to have it. Then after that you are going to what? You are going to take this and move 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how the translation will be. Are you getting now? So that's how the translation will look like. So now if you try to trace this one now, you see that we are going to get everything we have here. Okay, so I want you to trace it. If you trace this one now, you can see that we have what? We have a. If you trace a from here, a towards y-axis, you see that a is what? Is x is 1, and we have what? And we have y to be minus 2. If you trace it from here, so you see that here we're going to have a, we're going to have 1 comma minus 2 here, and c is going to be 5 comma minus 2 if you trace it. Okay, then also b, we're going to have b to be 1 comma 4. So this b is going to be 1 comma 4 here. So which is so simple. All right, okay, so in recap, I would like you to take note of this here. So the number 1 note, moving to right is a positive movement in the x direction, then add x values. So you are going to add to all the unit that is given to you, you are going to add it to x values. Then moving to left is a negative movement in the x direction, then subtract from x values. So this question did not tell us to move to the left. All right, so we are only moving to the right, but I'm giving you this in case you are giving question like moving to the left in x direction, in number of units. Then also moving upward, if you are moving upward, is a positive movement in y direction, then add to y values. And number 4, moving downward is a negative movement in y direction, then subtract from y value. So look at this very well, try it, I believe you're going to get it. Thank you. Question number 3. The question asks us to rotate triangle ABC 90 degrees around the origin. So we want to rotate these particular triangles we have on the graph. So we have the current locations. A is minus 3, 2, B is minus 8, 6, and C is minus 5, 8. All right. So in this one, we don't need to find out the locations ourselves. So it has already been given. I think being you are not given, so you make sure you find the current locations first. All right, by viewing it from both x axis and y axis. No. So, but here we've already given the location, so we don't have much to do there. Then the next thing we're going to do is that they said we should rotate to clockwise around the origin. So definitely when they say this is clockwise form, if you have something moving like this, so that is clockwise form. It's going like this, that is clockwise form. Okay, so definitely when they say rotate 90-degree clockwise, definitely what they are saying is that we are going to rotate this triangle, so it's coming to first quadrant, because just one times to the other side when you move clockwise, so that is 90 degrees, because from here to here is what is 90 degrees. So please take note of that. Okay, now if you want to rotate clockwise to the, look at this is what this is a first quadrant. So the first quadrant, in first quadrant, x and y values will be what will be positive, because in first quadrant we always have positive values. Okay, so x and y will be positive in quadrant in first quadrant. In first quadrant, x and y values will be what will be the same. Now the first thing we need to do is to let us write out these currents. A is going to be, a is minus 3, a is, we have minus 3, 2. All right, then we have b is what is minus 8, 6, and we have what we have c is minus 8, minus 5, 8. So c is minus 5, 8. First thing we need to do is to interchange. We are going to change, you are going to switch. You switch x values to, it initially it was what, it was x y. So now rotating it, now it will now become what, y x. So and this will become a bar. That is the image of a when it's being rotated to first quadrant, so anti-clockwise. So we have a is going to be x with this, then we have what we have, this will be minus 3. Okay, but here the minus won't be there again, because we are going to take x and y are positive here. X and y, okay, are positive on what, on first quadrant. So that is the reason why that after switching the values, so both of them must be positive. So we have that. Then for b, the image of b is going to be 6, 8. Okay, then image of c is going to be 8, 5. So you are going to take that negative values from there, because on first quadrant, so we have x and values to be what? X and y values to be positive. Understood? So now that is it. They can now ask you to maybe to locate these values on the plane. So we have a to be 2,3 here. Around this place we have 2,3. We trace this and we have 2,3 around this place. This is our a. So we have our a here. We have our a here, 2,3. Then 6,8, 6,8, 6. So this is going to be a. The image of a is here, the image of b is here, and the image of c is here. So that is what, that is the transformation. So we've already rotated what, the triangle ABC to clockwise, 90-degree clockwise around the origin, and that is it. And that wraps up today's session on reflections and rotations. Remember, visualizing these transformations helps you master them quickly. Practice drawing them and always double check which axis or point you are rotating around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more WAEC NECO walkthroughs. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.